Hello everyone. In today's video I'll be providing an energy update as well as deliver some intel I received from the Arcturians. Now the Arcturians are a member of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I've been working very closely with the Arcturians since the beginning of this year, and I have been shown very clearly that they are very much involved with the technology behind the coding with the solar flare emissions, where high frequency light codes have been flooding the earth plane. So the Arcturians, as well as other members of the Galactic Federation of Light, are assisting with the triggering of these solar flare emissions, as well as the coding that goes with the emission of light that floods the earth plane. Now the Arcturians have come through with the Galactic Federation of Light, and they have provided some intel that over the next few days we can experience another very large solar flare emission, and this solar flare emission will result in high frequency golden Christ coded frequencies flooding the earth plane, which will result in a very significant activation that is going to be taking place in Egypt, where the Earth's throat chakra energy center resides. Now, waves of light have been flooding the Earth for a while now, and there have been many activations that have been taking place up until this point in time, all assisting with the ascension of Gaia and the collective consciousness into that of fifth dimensional consciousness. So all of these activations have acted as the next step and have resulted in the Earth's Kundalini floodgates opening. And the Earth's Kundalini energy, with every activation point at certain areas on the Earth plane, restoring this flow of sacred energy between the Earth chakra energy centers. There are a number of points on the Earth, which I have spoken about on Facebook in previous videos, where the Earth's energy chakra points reside. So all of this assisting with the restoration of this flow of sacred energy. Now, with this activation that is going to be taking place in Egypt, like others, a large amount of density is going to be released in this area for transmutation. An activation is going to take place, which will result in a vortex opening up and spanning above the Egypt area. And this is going to send an energetic pulse throughout the entire world, which is providing a high frequency bandwidth, which will be assisting with DNA activations. And with every DNA activation that takes place, when we embody more light, this frequency, this assists us with our evolution in consciousness. It assists us with the opening of the channels to receive and experience the guidance from our higher self, guidance team, and our multidimensional aspects. Also healing with releasing density within our physical vessels, anything that no longer serves us, where a higher frequency bandwidth of light is made available, which is becoming available, which we can align with, activating our DNA, assisting us with up-leveling to a higher vibrational state of being. So this activation can be expected over the next few days. And as you've noticed with other activations, that have been taking place of late, that things have really ramped up this year. There have been a lot of earthquakes. There have been a lot of volcanic eruptions. There has been a lot of activity with the Schumann resonance. All indications that a lot is going on for Gaia and the collective consciousness. So this is something that we can expect to continue moving forward. With every activation, the earth energetically is responding. So we can see things like earthquakes. We can see things like a change in weather patterns. At the moment, there have been tornadoes making an appearance in the United States of America. A change in weather patterns, earthquakes. Also, we notice that there is magic taking place in the skies. People are actually seeing plasma in Norway at unusual times now. So there is a lot happening currently. And right now we can expect over the next few days a very significant activation that is going to be felt and experienced by the entire planet. And this will be reflected, and this will be seen, and this will be felt. With this activation, why it is very, very significant is that there is going to be a next wave of individuals who are actually now going to be tapping into the Christ consciousness. Okay? I'm not talking about fully embodying the Christ consciousness yet, but a wave of individuals with this frequency bandwidth whose DNA has activated to a certain point, who have raised their vibrational frequency, okay, who are aligned, whose higher heart chakra is activated, who've activated or aligned with their soul star chakra, etc., will be tapping into the Christ consciousness. And this is of great importance for individuals who are now tapping into this divine wisdom, these higher frequency planes, who will be assisting the next wave of individuals. So it's happening in waves for the collective consciousness. As far as energetically what is taking place, the last week has been very intense, as has this year been very intense energetically for the collective. And we have seen this show up externally in our reality experience. So this last week, there has been a big purge of what no longer serves. So you may have noticed a lot of lower vibrational sensations and experiences showing up in your reality experience in the form of purging. You may have been experiencing a lot of nightmares. You may have been experiencing an increase in the ascension symptoms as far as nausea, headaches, migraines, head pressure, vomiting, anxiety, anger, blurred vision, a high-pitched ringing in your ears. This is an indication of the high frequency light that is streaming in and you are experiencing at that moment. Also, physical aches and pains. A lot of confusion may be coming up right now for obvious reasons what's happening with the collective, but on an individual basis, energetically, there may be a lot of confusion. At times, when we go through an awakening, an ascension in consciousness, at times it can feel like we're going crazy, that we are losing grip on our reality experience. This, in fact, is all a wonderful sign, all right, that you're going through the DNA activations, you're going through the upgrades, you're going through a very significant transformation, all right, so you're leaving what no longer serves behind. And some of these things we have known for so long through this incarnation, this reality experience. And it's a case of just allowing what is to be. By using meditation, breathing, returning to 0 point and connecting with our guides and higher self, we are able to make the transition, the transformation to this new state of being a lot smoother. So we are all doing this as a collective with Gaia simultaneously. And right now, it is a lot easier to reach these states of consciousness, this level of consciousness, and to go through these changes with the assistance from the Galactic Federation of Light, the Ascended Masters, the Angelics. Because the high frequency light is accessible, and this is here to assist us. And a very important point is that you don't need to wait for any wave of light to come in, that on an individual basis, as we create our own reality, you are able to tap into the guidance from your higher self and guides and the galactics, and also go through individual activations by tuning into the heart space through meditation or whatever technique best serves you to tap into these frequencies. So these waves of light are assisting the greater whole, but there's no need to wait for any wave of light or activation. All the Ascended Masters, if you go back in time, they didn't wait for any wave of light to come in. They tapped into this all by themselves. They mastered the self. So no need to wait for any wave of light, although these waves of light from the sun, the galactics, are making it so much easier for us to up-level, to embody the light, to move from the 2-strand to 12-strand DNA. We are moving into more light, into the light body, from carbon to crystalline. So that's the energy update and the message for today. This is very exciting. We can expect a massive activation, one of the larger activations to take place in Egypt. Everyone knows Egypt, the Great Pyramid, the Sphinx, this sacred site. And we get to enjoy the benefits of these upgrades, of these magnificent changes we are going through individually, collectively, and for Gaia. And we'll see over the next week a lot of changes taking place in our external reality experience, a lot of shifts taking place as we have seen so far. And just a reminder that when there is something dark taking place, know that there is something light taking place at the same time, of equal, if not greater, magnitude of light taking place. When there is chaos, there is divine alignment taking place on our higher level, and it is up to us to tune into our own guidance, to our own resonance, and hear, feel, and experience the guidance coming through. And this will assist with navigating us through our reality experience. So that's the message for today. Wishing you all a fantastic week, and goodbye for now.